right, what is going on, everyone? Guys, gals, aliens, and degenerate crypto enthusiasts, welcome back to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Man, we were up all night last night till about 4 a.m. just getting locked in. We were seeing the bull pennants on the chart. We were seeing the bullish momentum, and we capitalized on those patterns in the chart. We actually posted a video of the patterns because we thought it was actually really important for you guys to to see what we were seeing in the charts. And whenever we've been seeing these bear flags and bull flags, whether it be a bearish pennant or a bullish pennant, they've been breaking out and actually being fully respected to the levels where you can get these measured moves. So we're going to go over some of these areas. We're going to get into the trades that we're currently in, and we're going to get into some of the strategies that you can use on any coin, any chart, whether it be crypto, whether it be a stock, doesn't matter. You see these patterns, and there's a high probability chance that you can get a really good entry and use it to your advantage. And so we're going to go over that. We're going to go over some of the news. We're going to go over the ceasefire call for the Middle East between Iran and Israel, and we're going to hopefully have this be respected, and it's not going to be broken. We're going to go through some of the president's Truth Social posts, and yeah, just make sure you guys are hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell to be notified, because YouTube is putting crypto channels in the the algorithm black box, the shadow box, where you can just see here that only the people that have just been on a weekly regular basis, they're coming into the channel, they're coming into the lives, but they are not letting just the regular person out there that's on YouTube curious about crypto, they're not putting my channel out there. So the only way that they are going to put my channel in the algorithm and get me out of the shadow ban box here is you gotta smash the like, you gotta interact with this live stream, you have to share it, you have to give YouTube the metrics that show them that this channel is worth keeping around, my friends. But regardless if they think it's worth keeping around or not, we're gonna be coming here just running our damn mouth regardless, which is what I think some of you guys actually like. Don't know how, but we love you nonetheless. We appreciate you, and we're going to have some fun today. We're going to have some fun. So let's get into some of the things that are happening. Well, the ticker is always Bitcoin, whether you're buying Bitcoin or Bitcoin, because there's two Bitcoins. You got the people's Bitcoin, and then you got the world's Bitcoin. So we like to buy both of them, and we're just DCAing away. And I ain't calling you to talk to you. Put your Meemaw's famous cream corn on the phone, as James Slammerman More Light would say. So let's get the party started. And shout out to Hotep Jesus, always reminding us that the creatine is so white that he got it from a guy named Pablo. So we've also been tanking the creatine as well. We're actually trying to get Hotep Jesus to come on the channel, and it would be the first time that we would have we'd have a guest on the channel that has been on the Joe Rogan Experience. So I think that would be pretty cool. I think that would be a cool milestone. So if you have connections with Hotep Jesus, then you guys should send him a message. Spam his X account and say, you need to go on Dano's show, or have me on his show, vice versa. Maybe we do a full-on collaboration. I think it would be pretty cool. All right, so Trump said something really funny. I guess no one was expecting him to say this, but we're going to play this clip real quick. Hopefully you can hear it.
That have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the and that.
So I didn't have a bleep out, so I just had to kill the sound. But yeah, Trump was like, we basically have two countries that have been fighting for so long and so hard that they do not know what the F they are doing. And then he walked off, mic drop. So that happened. And then we're just going to go through some of the things that are happening today. Federal Chairman Jerome Powell is actually testifying before Congress as we speak right now. He is live taking questions
treasuries from the SLR calculation
from Congress. So let's see kind of where they're at right now.
That's affected significantly, whereas bigger companies have more resources and a more diverse product line.
Why do you think you can resist the president basically telling you what to do? What gives you that authority?
I don't think about it that way at all. I think I have a job that I'm sworn to do, and all I think of is how much people rely on us to get it right. You know, it really matters that we get it right, and that concentrates one's mind, and so that's what we think about at the Fed. We think about what's the right thing. You know, I have, all I want to do in what's left of my time at the Fed is have the economy be strong and have inflation be under control,
And I'm not sure how long his term is in effect. Do you guys know, because I don't, how much longer does Jerome Powell have in his particular term as the federal chairman? I'm curious about this.
Solid labor market. I want to turn it over to my successor in that condition. Of course, that's what keeps me up at night, is to do that. And that's what I think about. That's the only thing I think about.
So how are you protected? By law, by constitution? Where does your authority come from?
I think, I've covered all that. I do think we're fully protected. And again, I don't think.
But see, he didn't really answer the question. He's like, because she's actually asking a valid question. Like, well, where do you actually get the authority? He was like, well, have you seen the eye on the top of the pyramid on the dollar? That's the authority, ma'am. I can't tell you that the eye on the pyramid is where the authority comes from for the feds and how they make their decisions and their policy. That's why they go, look, we ain't getting politics in here, because we go down that road, we'll be dismantled. That's why.
Think about that anymore. What I think about is let's just do our jobs, and that's.
All right, so that's what's happening currently right now. The Jerome Powell is getting grilled by Congress, which people love. Jerome Powell getting grilled. And so let's get into the Bitcoin price now. Let's see the price action. And we're going to bring up we actually cleaned up the chart. We actually really like how we set up this chart right now. We've used different views and different colors and different things on the charts for trading view. And we like to just we really gravitated towards changing the candle bodies color of the of the red candles, the down candles, to a more soft color, something that doesn't make you have a visceral reaction to the markets. Because obviously, with green, we like the green. Though we still like the green, but what we did is we changed the candle colors to white. We did this a long time ago, and we've done this kind of across the board on our charts, so we can just get a nice visual representation. And you can do this yourselves. It doesn't have to be white, but it can be whatever color makes you feel cozy and comfy on the charts. So what we have here is an EMA ribbon that is signifying if we are going to have some whenever the downtrend is weak and when the uptrend is weak. So we can actually get some signals off of this EMA ribbon, and whenever we cross over the ribbon and we have a crossover here of the moving averages, because you can see where you have a crossover right there where it flips, and we start to trade above the moving average on the top here, which is right there. So you can see that moving average right there of the ribbon. The EMA, the EMA ribbon. And this also, I think this has does this has the Bollinger Bands in there as well? Yeah, so then we can actually combine these two, the ribbon, the EMA ribbon, and then also the Bollinger Bands, and we can really start to see how price action is respecting some of these support and resistance levels, and if we're going to continue the bullish momentum, because the next level that we're eyeing is that 106,100. Why this level? Well, this is where the liquidations are for the shorts, and also if you're looking at the pennant here, there was two pennants two bull pennants, one on Pepe and one on Bitcoin, and they played out almost exactly as predicted. So this was last night we were seeing these pennants, and so we capitalized on that. We took some profits, we put in the trades, we were very aggressive, we were setting a stop loss, and also when we were in profit, we were trailing the stop loss up in profit. So no matter what, because the markets have been so volatile, guys, that it is so important that you protect yourself, because these markets are so manipulative right now. When it comes to any type of like good news hitting the market, the chart goes down. You're like, what the hell's going on? That was good news and it's going down. Well, that's because the market and the market makers, Binance, Coinbase, the big wigs, the offshore movements of $1 million clips on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and Solana is what actually creates a range in the chart of liquidations, because people are going 50x, 100x, whatever. And also the trades that are just the big trades, they're getting they're going to bring those prices into the liquidation levels, and what creates the trading range. And so you can see it right here playing out in between the Fibonacci extension levels of the 786 and down in the bottom of the 236 and the 382. So this is how you can find these ranges and where Bitcoin is most likely going to hit. And if you combined it with the pennant here, you can see that on a bear pennant or a bull pennant and a bull flag, you are likely to get the length of the pole as the potential breakout. And if you pull the Fibonacci extension from the high to the low of the flag, then you are going to get the extension, Fibonacci extension, exactly in the range of the Fibonacci extension. It's like dead on. And so this is what we're heading towards, but we had resistance at the 786. I explained this in my video that I posted last night, or early this morning, because we posted at like 3:30 or 4 a.m. We really thought this was very important to show you guys this and how you can put in a trade, and then also how to immediately protect the trade and make sure that no matter what, you're in profit. So we saw that we could get resistance at the 786 and break down, and that's exactly what happened. So we ended up hitting our stop loss in profit to make sure that we weren't hitting break even and round tripping the trade. You just lock it in no matter what. And then if you are quick enough, you can see where the price rebounds from the support of the bottom of the flag to test up into these levels once again. So this is how you can make small, consistent gains with very low margin and just using these levels to be able to take advantage of the market swings here. So guys, if you like that, if this helps you, let me know. And also, guys, I need you to hit the like button. I don't want to start begging, but man, this is crazy. It's like a ghost town out here. It's like a freaking ghost town. What is happening? There's like no one on. There's like no one on today. What is happening? What the heck is going on? I gotta see who else is streaming. Like I gotta see other people's numbers, because this is outrageous. What the heck is going on? Yeah, I see the Moon Show 413. Discover Crypto, they got like 1,200. Let's see. Crypto Levy's got 1,000. Who else is streaming? Hey, gosh, yeah, it literally just seems like a ghost town. It seems like no one's here. Like no one is here. Not like even the regs, like the regular people that watch the stream. What's going on? I will say it's a little frustrating, because we're providing really good education, really good alpha, showing you the charts, showing you what we've been doing, and I think that's pretty valuable. I think so. But let me know what you're drinking. You drinking coffee? You drinking water? Let me know what you're drinking. And just say hi in the chat. Just say hey. I don't even care. Like all three of you. What's up? We got Headband, we got Hyro, we got Dawn. These are the faithful remnant, we're going to call you. You are the faithful remnant. You guys are going to be millionaires. I don't know about it. I don't know about anyone else. People that aren't watching crypto content right now, I'm sorry. It's time to catch up. But I do realize that all the people that do watch this channel or are watching crypto right now, they're not new people. Like, no, retail isn't coming in to risk the money that they don't even have. I mean, like, that's the hard truth, is that most people right now living in, you know, the system, if they hadn't really taken advantage and really buckled down to lower expenses, lower the cost of the things, maybe cancel some subscriptions, maybe lower the food cost, grocery bill, cut back on stuff. Well, guess what? You're probably in a situation where you've had to use credit cards, you've had to use debt, you maybe had to take on more debt. Maybe you bought a house and you have to do repairs and you weren't prepared for it because everything went up triple, quadruple in price because of inflation over the past 4 years. Taxes, property taxes have gone up. And then not to mention, you're thinking, damn, I got to sell this house now because I'm underwater. And guess what? Now the housing market is getting flooded with supply of houses, and you're going to have a hard time selling your house. So now you're even more in the hole. Is something ringing a bell? Am I striking a chord inside of you? Well, it's because that is a major reality for a lot of people. And so when the Fed says the economy looks good and it's looking like it's good, it's like, well, yeah, for the really rich people that had all the money siphoned out of the middle class, and the people that were about to get to middle class got hammered, got absolutely hammered. And so, no, Jerome Powell, for you being so detached from reality of the average American worker, the economy's not doing well. What the hell are you talking about? It's been a disaster. It's been really hard for people to survive. And that's just the facts. That's just the fucking facts. So let's just acknowledge that and know that we got to still make sure that we're taking measures to you know, cut expenses, make things a little bit cheaper. Did we hit the stop loss? We hit a stop loss on something. Was it Pepe? Oh, we just hit a stop loss on Pepe. Let's see what's going on. We had a little breakdown. Pepe was trudging. But the Bitcoin entry is actually looking a lot better. It's actually, Bitcoin looks like it's going. Oh yeah, well, what the hell happened? Then why did my Pepe trade just get smashed? Why did that just go? The heck? Little quick consolidation to the downside, little quick liquidity sweep. That's what they love doing, that, man. That quick liquidity sweep. But if we're fast enough, we can get back in, but we just got to make sure that Bitcoin isn't doing some kind of fake out stuff where we're starting to see some momentum. But I've seen some volume coming into Bitcoin. We just got to not go back under these moving averages of this ribbon. We start going back under this ribbon, then we could they'll sweep the liquidity at the lows again at 104, 105. But here's the deal. Like, there's liquidations that need to happen up at 106. Like, the liquidations can happen and for the shorts at 106 right here. We have an alert set on this line. This is where we think that price was going to magnetize towards here in the short term, because it didn't fully complete the bull flag breakout here. We thought it was going to get to the 618. I think that's what it's eyeing, is that it's going to eye that 618, but we're getting some chop here. We had some resistance up at this range. So we're still looking for this particular setup here, and we're going to continue to trade on this. I think it still has a good chance. For instance, look, we got that reversal. And we're going to go in now, see if we can, and then we're still going to make sure we're going to still set stop loss. We set the stop loss at break even on this particular trade. I feel confident enough that, like, we're at least at a support range here. because you can see where we had really nice support coming off that flag. And if we can continue this going back up to the upside here, this is where we're going to take some profits on the actual trade. And what we can do is just go like that, take the whole trade right back up at the top, see if it can test into this. We just have to break this resistance that we just hit. This is all based on if Bitcoin can break into 106. So Bitcoin breaks over this order block. This is an order block that needs to be smashed. And because, look, you can see here, that's where we had that 106 resistance. I think this is where we could be heading here in the short term. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. We're gonna make sure that we don't lose too much on this trade. You know, we'll do a super tight stop loss at 10%. You know, it's already pretty close to it. I mean, literally, it's like right there. It's like right on the candle body wick. So that's potential that this one could get closed out really fast if it decides to just wick right back down or go into the Bollinger Band area. You can see here. That's why we like to look at the Bollinger Bands. It a lot of times reveals where this where that price could be going. Let's see what happens. How's the Ponky bag? There is no Ponky bag anymore. A lot of my bags got so nuked, and my Solana wallet is the most depressing Solana wallet you'd ever see in your life. So, but I've been mainly more focused on Pepe and ticker Bitcoin, and I think those are the memes that I am going to really focus on because I don't want to be spread too thin. And like I've said before, and like I've given an example of how people need to make a choice. Like if you don't have that much liquidity and you really only have like maybe a couple $1,000s to invest, I mean, why would you? I mean, I don't think it's very smart to be spreading it across a bunch of different memes. Like you just need to pick your favorites, pick your top three that at least you can see that. Look, I can buy the bottom of the chart. It could be Wojak, literally at the bottom of the chart. And you can see how in each time of the euphoric phases, you can see that we have action. This is just for Wojak, but then you can use this for Pepe. You can use it for, you could say SHIB. You could say Floki. For ticker Bitcoin, a similar chart where it's literally the freaking bottom of the chart. It's the bottom of the chart. And every time we've had euphoric phases in the market, we've had these pumps and opportunities to take profits. So this is where I'm kind of putting my focus on, at least my spot bag for these particular coins. I'm in the school of thought that I think the meme coins that are real strong like this are going to outperform everything, even the VC stuff, the new stuff, any kind of VC-backed thing that has a bunch of unlocks. Like, I think the meme coins, because of the way that they're launched, the way that the contracts are announced, the way that there's no other unlocks. It's like everything is lined up for it to just be an open chart, and you have a better chance at accumulating a bag at decent prices and not overpaying. So this is where I think a lot of people get into some of these altcoins, and then they're so stressed out because they bought the mid or top, and now it's down, 50% because it had already got the action. The people that got in early, way earlier than you, even got a pre-sale price that is like you're never going to get, and then they sell and they're gone. They're not even back in, and then you get left holding the bag. And it's a classic story in crypto. That's kind of what happens to people. All right. So, this is the situation with the market. As you can see, look, we're testing it. We're testing it again. But we appreciate you guys coming in. It just seems like it's like a ghost town out here. So I guess I'll come. You know what? I'll stream later today. For some reason, no one's here. I don't know where everyone's at. It's a Tuesday. Maybe you're at work, or maybe you're just like taking a break from watching crypto content. So I don't know what's going on, but this is atrocious. So I'll see you guys later. I'll let the algorithm fix itself, and we will be back. We will be back. We're gonna be posting some more videos. Make sure you go and check out the video that we posted early this morning. But who cares about the Fed? No one cares about the Fed. Who cares about the Fed? Jerome Powell is just saying the same things he's been saying. He's been saying the same things. How is that interesting? I'm so tired of listening to that dude talk. We all know what's happening. We all know what's coming down the pipe. They're going to cut the rates. They're just being pansies. And it has to line up with some other agenda that they're trying to accomplish. But either way, it's the same game. They're going to play the same game. They're literally just going to do the same thing that they did previously. Something is pulling the strings, I think, with Jerome and the Fed with why they haven't cut the rates while everyone else in the world has been cutting the rates. So something's there. I don't quite understand it fully just yet, but there is something seems to be at play here. And we have to be patient. But all right, my friends, make sure you check out the links in the description. I don't know why why am I shilling you guys? What the hell? It's literally 3 people here. You know that I have those links in the description. So I'll see you later. Check out the Discord and check out Hyro's Twitter page. He's been posting some good TA. He's been posting in the Discord as well. And make sure you're following me at Dano Crypto 904. And we will see you guys on the next live stream. Peace out.